Hello students, today we are going to start with our new lesson, that is the second number lesson, The Adventures of Toto by Ruskin Bond. So first of all I would like to tell you something more about the author of this lesson, that is Ruskin Bond was born on 19th May 1934 in Punjab. He spent his childhood in Gujarat and Shimla. He graduated in 1950 from Bishop Cotton School, Shimla. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He got the Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 and he was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. So this is what the Ruskin Bond. Okay, now we are going to see what the theme of the story is there. Actually this is the story. Okay, so what the theme, that is we must love animals. This is the only thing he wanted to tell us. But what the fact it is there. So we must love animals. Better is for if we keep them as pet animals in our homes. So we should keep them as a pet in our home. In fact, there are some animals like monkeys cannot be kept in our homes as a pet animals for their particular nature or the characteristics of their nature. Correct? So the monkey cannot be a pet animal. But we must give them a chance to live with us because they need our love and compassion. Okay, so this is what the message he wanted to give us through the story. So now I am going to start with the story. This story describes how grandfather was fond of animals. So he liked very much the animals. He bought a monkey named Toto from a Tonga driver for 5 rupees. The Tonga driver used to keep the monkey tied to a feeding trough. Feeding trough means what? A kind of a container it was there, and he used to tie that monkey to that feeding trough only. Grandfather, when he saw that, he thought that this is not a correct place for monkey. As the grandfather had his own private zoo, he decided he would add Toto to his zoo. So that was the reason. Means when he saw the monkey in that pathetic condition, he felt that this is not a correct place for the monkey, and so he decided to add the monkey to his private zoo which he was already having. So Toto was pretty monkey. Now about the Toto. Toto was a pretty monkey. He was very good looking. His fingers were very quick and he used his tail as a third hand. He used it to hang from a branch of trees. His presence was kept secret from grandmother. Means when grandfather brought Toto to his home, he wanted to keep a secret from grandmother. Why? Because she always got angry, she annoyed when the grandfather brought home some new bird or animal. So because of that, he wanted to keep a secret. So grandfather and I here means what? The narrator who is telling a story to us, put him in a little closet opening into narrator's bedroom. He was tied securely to a peg fastened into the wall. So there was a peg in the wall and they tied the Toto to that wall. Toto was very naughty, so all the time he kept creating problems for others. So after some time, when The narrator and grandfather, they came back. What they found? They found that Toto tore up the decorated papers of the wall and his school blazer into uh, the shreds. The peg to which he was tied was also pulled out, but grandfather didn't worry about Toto's performance. Means when they came, when they saw that all the house was, all that the things were disturbed in that room, and the grandfather must be angry, but he was not so. He was, instead of that, happy with the performance of the Toto. He thought that Toto is very much active and also intelligent. Grandfather decided to transfer him to a big cage where the other animals lived. So that time he decided to transfer him. All the pet animals in grandfather's house lived peacefully. Means whatever the pets were there in the private zoo of grandfather, they were living very much peacefully. It was Toto that had no positive relationships with others because of his naughtiness. Other animals felt very much insecure in his presence. So when Toto came to live with the other pet animals, they started to feel very much insecure. Why? Because he did not let the other animals sleep at night. The next day, grandfather had to go Saharanpur in order to collect pension. Toto's presence in the house was kept a secret so far. So nobody was knowing that Toto was added with the private zoo, especially grandmother. So grandfather decided to take him to Saharanpur along with him. Grandfather thought that he could manage him properly, and he took Toto to Saharanpur in canvas bag. Some straw was put at the bottom of the bag, and the bag was closed in such a way that Toto could not escape from it. So the narrator and the grandfather, they both took a very much precautions. So when they reached at the railway station and grandfather tried to produce his ticket to the ticket collector, Toto somehow managed to poke out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin. Wide grin is what? A kind of a smile to that ticket collector. The ticket collector demanded extra fare for carrying Toto. So this was the incident happened at the railway station. Toto was very cunning and he copied the others. The way he took bath resembled people. He followed the proper procedure for bath. So for bathing, he used to follow a particular process. He cunningly tested the temperature of the water with his hand as human beings do. So after this, he gradually stepped into the bath, and first one foot and then other, until he was into the water up to his neck. He rubbed himself all over with soap, and he learned all these things from the author or the narrator. So if he saw anyone laughing at him, he would feel hurt and refuse to take bath. So this was what the story of Toto. So here we are going to stop. The remaining part we'll see in the next.